criticize and comment on it as they see fit. But I also want to respect the wishes of my audience, so if some of those videos you guys really think I should take down, then maybe I will. Yeah, just make sure your voices are heard in that sense. So the bottom line, for those of you that got this far, I want to do things right on this channel. I don't need to take fully dedicated sponsorships, and I don't need to make the most of what I've got, because I've learned to be content with what I have now. You've all placed an enormous amount.
Oh, hey, hi. Hello. Hi, welcome back to the show. Hi, welcome back to...
She spit on them.
I'm your host.
Nobody.
That's right, the show is called She Spit on Them, and I'm the host, Nobody. Now my phone's ringing.
What's on the list of things to talk about?
What's on the list of things to talk about today? Let me take a look at this. What does this say? Oh, this guy is on there.
Iluma.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses. Am I sick of talking about Elon Musk? Am I sick of hearing about this goddamn annoying guy?
By the way, just for everybody to understand, I'm not Elon or anything. I'm just here
okay.
Kind of as a commentator, really, in a commentator type of capacity.
Right.
That's what I'm doing here.
Yeah, this stupid story kept coming up, you know. I get all my news from some weird app that came pre-installed on my phone. I clicked once on a sneaker thing in there, and now it just shows me sneaker stuff. The news app on my phone thinks I like sneakers and Elon Musk. That news feed on my phone is going like...
But anyway, guys, come on. Take it seriously, please.
From what I understand about this story, there's some human spam named...
Iluma.
And there's a guy... What the hell is this stupid guy's name? Adrian Shitman. Dittman, sorry. And this guy sounds and acts and laughs and believes exactly like Elon Musk, but is not him. Okay? Great. Okay, what is this? This is from some X space. Oh, that's where people talk. That's where people go like this. X space is where people demand that you...
Show me the proof, dumbass.
And this Adrian man is on here. What's saying something here? Let's listen to this again. Here we go.
By the way, just for everybody to understand, I'm not Elon or anything. I'm just here
right.
kind of as a commentator, really, in a commentator type of capacity.
Yeah, that's what people say
That's what I'm doing
when
here.
they're not that guy. Right. Yeah, I like that. That's good. Yeah, I'm not Elon Musk or anything. I'm not Elon Musk or anything. You come back into the room. Hey, I didn't shit my pants or anything. Oh, you didn't?
No.
Okay. I didn't just shit my pants or anything like that. That's for certain.
Please don't go, Adrian. Let's get David Icke's response. David Icke, stay there. David.
David, go ahead, man.
Can we just get this right? Is this Elon Musk or not? Never mind the name. Is it Elon Musk or what?
Absolutely not. Nope. Absolutely not. I'm definitely not Elon.
Someone told me in the break, oh, this is definitely Elon Musk. So that's...
Calm down,
right.
David.
No, look, he needs plausible deniability.
We'll tell him it's definitely not.
Let's just say it's Elon Musk. You got any questions for him?
Okay.
That's a perfect Elon Musk answer. So it's either an amazing advanced AI of Elon Musk or it's Elon Musk.
No.
Adrian Dittman.
Give him a break.
Well, if that was Elon Musk, this is ridiculous. This is the playground, for goodness' sake.
Whoa, give him a break, David. David Icky.
What I was going to say is...
It's definitely not. He just said, man. Hey, shut up, man. Okay, well, what the hell is... All right, what the hell is this stupid guy's name again? Adrian...
She spit on them.
Adrian, she spit on them. I don't know who the hell this guy is, and frankly, I don't even want to know who Elon Musk is. I don't want to know who any of these idiots are, Frankly, I don't want to know who any of these
Pendejo
are. Okay, so I guess the interesting thing about this story is the reporting on it. What the hell is this called? Spectator. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a website. Whoa, excuse me, sir. Sorry. The real Adrian Dittman, an Elon Musk fan in Fiji, tricks the world. Okay, so that's the guy. There's a picture of a guy. So, what the hell is that other thing? I guess he also got struck by lightning or something. Boom. Stop that. A conspiracy theory is raging. Is it raging? People saying, what the hell is this? That's raging, I guess. That the Adrian Dittman X account is secretly run by
Iluma.
But evidence points to it belonging to an Elon Musk fan named Adrian Dittman. Okay, let's check that evidence, I guess. 3 recordings of spaces showing X's Ditman, cooking from 2023 to 2024 were deleted within hours of the Spectator reaching out to this guy. Publicly viewable photos of him and his partner were also deleted after the Spectator reached out. Okay, so no evidence here. Okay. Oh, he was photographed on a boat trip with friends and family. Okay. Okay, what the hell does this say right here?
Oh my God.
I gotta zoom in on this. I gotta meditate on what this says right here. What does it say? Oh, it's from the Rolling Stone website.
Wow.
Why do so many people believe that Ditman is Elon Musk? Is a reply guy with a voice eerily similar to the site's owner prompted claims of a double identity online. But the conspiracy theory has been debunked. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. End of video then, I guess.
Show me the proof, dumbass.
Okay, these articles, I don't know what the hell's going on these articles. Is this just like they're trying to fill space between ads here or something? Yet while some believe that Ditman is Musk playing amateurish mind games on his platform, or it's just kind of a stupid distraction, the hard data tells a slightly different story. Whoa.
Oh my God.
Misinformation researcher, misinformation researcher.
Nobody.
In a recent analysis for Information Epidemiology Lab, what the hell is that? Identified several factors that could be used to make the case that Ditman is not Musk. Okay, here we go.
Show me the proof, dumbass.
Ditman posts from the Android app, while Musk never has. Okay, and there's no way that Elon Musk could access an Android phone. Ditman's posting volume has remained flat over time, and Musk has steadily risen since he acquired the site. Okay? Moreover, their activity during a 24-hour cycle does not match. Musk's activities never wholly drop to zero, a reflection of his irregular sleep cycle. Okay, he is in fact highly active at an hour in the day when Ditman tends to fall quiet, and is presumably asleep or otherwise occupied. And then in brackets, the contrary reading would no doubt hold that Musk can't roleplay as Ditman when he is too busy posting as himself. Okay, this is not the hardest evidence here. And what the hell else does this guy say? If this were any other case, considering the account data, I would say this involves two individuals. Still, given the number of potential variables in Musk's extreme outlier status, I remain undecided and open to new information. I thought this was debunked. What the hell is this article? I would be more surprised if it turned out to be Musk, given the amount of time the Ditman account spends in Twitter Spaces. But that's me making assumptions about how busy the CEO of multiple companies might be. Yet that's a pretty big assumption. I think this guy spends a lot of time doing this and not a lot of time doing this.
Boom.
That's working. Okay, let's check this out. Who was this guy? Michael Tracy. Oh, okay. Wow. X is now blocking links to a Spectator article on the ground that the article contains potentially harmful content. Whoa. Exactly what the prior Twitter regime did to the New York Post article about the laptop. Whoa. Oh, they're blocking the Spectator thing?
Oh my God.
Okay, I don't know if this is true. Regardless, I don't know if this is true. Allegedly, I think. Allegedly and
Nobody.
But this is the funniest theory I could find. This is from Reddit.
7 hours ago.
Okay, so this girl right here says has had his alts exposed before, so he bought some guy's already existing account and made him sign an NDA.
Wow. Weird.
Now that said guy has been exposed to scrutiny, Elon is terrified that somebody's going to uncover a video of the guy actually talking on camera. The article should only be helpful for Elon. He has no motivation for doing this otherwise. Oh, okay. Or maybe it's not him. But honestly, the notion that some German dude happens to have the exact same timbre, accent, interest, and depth of knowledge as and be obsessed enough with him to be mistaken for him seems a lot less likely to me. That's a interesting theory. Okay, so weird story here. This is just the son of some wealthy family, German family, and he spends all his time on Twitter X, sounding exactly like and defending him to lunatics. Let's check this out. That was from 9 days ago. Okay.
Who I am is going to come to the surface, and you realize how wrong you are about all
We
this?
already know who you are.
Whoa.
Just to be very clear about
Oh
it.
my God.
By the way,
Who am I?
Elon Musk. And we know it full well because we've had your
This guy's so fucking stupid. You're like so deep in the trenches, you make the crypto
Calm
trenches.
down, man.
All right, we got Clint Russell in here.
Yeah,
so
get
Clint,
who?
Thing to add.
Clint Eastwood, get him in.
Man, if Adrian Dittman is indeed Elon Musk, he's a real fucking asshole. I hope.
Whoa, hey! You can't talk to him like. You take that back, man.
She spit on him.
Huh?
Why, are you scared of him?
Yes.
No, I like Elon. I just don't really like you. You don't seem very nice at all. Anyways,
I'm not. I'm a jackass. I understand that. 100%.
Calm your ass down, man.
Here.
Adrian, what is the solution?
Yeah, go ahead.
The solution is if you feel so unsafe on this app spreading your bullshit, then maybe you should go somewhere else.
Hey!
Oh my God.
Do you think
Hey, shut up, man. Hey, shut up, man. Let me talk. Hey, all of you shut the hell up. That's pretty good. All these people that Elon Musk is arguing. I don't know what he's trying to do here. If this is him, I guess he's trying to defend why billionaires should exist or something. And he's arguing with these poor souls on some chat program. And they're like, look, we all know you're Elon Musk. We all know you're Elon Musk, man. But you seem like a total asshole. We like Elon Musk.
But you, sir, seem like a total
You seem like a total
pendejo?
We know you're Elon Musk. We love Elon Musk, but we hate you.
Listen, you sound like an asshole. You sound like you come to my house. Listen to me. Like you come to my house, you insult me. This is what you're doing with your fucking accent.
What are you fucking talking about?
You are here. Listen to this one. We come here to work hard, and you're telling Americans what a pieces of shit they are because they're fighting for their own country.
You know, the spheres of silicon, that's how smooth my brain is.
Yeah, you're the UFOs over New Jersey.
It's
anyway,
so flat and such a mirror that you can see the future in it, and you don't like what you see.
Jesus Christ, you're obnoxious. All right, so the point I wanted to get to was if it is in fact
give
true
that guy who's
Laura,
not Elon
Owen,
Musk a
others
break,
have
man.
lost
Hey, give that guy. Give that lunatic who's definitely not Elon Musk a break or something, man. I like that guy too. He's like, man, I really hope you're not Elon Musk because I really love Elon Musk and you're annoying. You're a real piece of shit. I hope you're not the real Elon Musk. And then he's like, God, you're irritating. God, you're irritating. I do love the real Elon Musk.
If you fell for Vivek at all, it's on you.
Right.
Clearly, he's not America first and never has been. He read some Paleocon talking points. He came to America making money off snake oil bullshit. He hates America. He hates white people. And anybody with a IQ above 120 knew that. And we told you guys.
Why are you so racist, man? Seriously.
I'm just telling you the truth. Okay?
Okay, so there we go. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing with our time there. There's the highlights of it. How long? I listened to an hour and 11 minutes of this crap. But there it is, one of the other highlights. Why are you so racist, man? Yeah, why so racist, man? It's a little all over the place, you know. It's like we love Elon Musk, but we hate you, Elon Musk. And the problem isn't you, not Elon Musk, who we love. You know, billionaires who want to keep costs as low as possible. It's the immigrants. I was listening to this and I was feeling pretty
value-tained.
Okay. Ooh, I gotta check TikTok.
Oh my God.
TikTok, the place where
I'm having a hard time.
Let's check out if the people on TikTok are buying it or whatever.
So Elon Musk allegedly has this burner account on Twitter and everybody's like, oh, that's so lame. I think relatively speaking, it's one of the least lame things Elon Musk has actually done. Because remember when he was jumping around trying to make his body into an X, flopping around on stage like a magic carpet? It's like, dude, you're 53 and a father of 11. Stop doing that. Like, it's crazy that Elon Musk is a white guy, but is still the lamest dude ever born on the African continent. Because like these MAGA nationalists are like, oh, you're gonna let Indians work for your company? He's like, obviously, the most important color is green. Never forget that.
That's him, and that's what he says it's not, or whatever the is going on with that boring ass weird dude. When like an autist, there's always this like threaded like sense of like, well, I'll just like pretend I was meant to do that. He's so lazy in his like attempts at like pulling one over on anyone or anything.
So if you missed it, everyone's least favorite embarrassing loser, Elon Musk.
Hey, give him a break, man. Hey, give him a break.
She spit on him.
She really spit on him with that one. Boom. Okay, well, this is all kind of stupid, but this is all kind of... Huh? But this is the main piece of evidence here. This is the main piece of evidence from that Spectator article. They're like, look at it. This is a guy. This is a real guy. Ditman. I call him the Ditman. I love this video. 15K views. Terrible. Terrible views on this. Absolutely nobody watching this. This is just like, I love that videos like this exist on YouTube. It's the president of Fiji. It's the president of Fiji, and he's, I don't know what the hell he's doing. He's announcing that this guy, Ditman's family, is opening some businesses. This is the main proof, because you see this guy, the Ditman guy, this is the real guy. He just sounds exactly like Elon Musk. He's just standing there, not talking. So whatever, that's the proof from this article that everybody's sharing and talking about. They link to this video. This is a great video. This is a great video. Check out this part right here.
And Mrs. Suki.
Okay, look at that. Everybody showed up to this thing. Look at that. Let's see. Oh, comments turned off. That's a good sign. Okay.
I have been informed that I come into maritime lifestyle.
I just like that part right there. That's a great cut. Let's see that cut again. Come on, give that guy a break. Don't cut. Don't cut to somebody filming that guy when he's coughing. Come on, man.
Oh my God.
Let's watch that cut again. The greatest cut in cinema history. Let's see that one more time. Okay, you got that? Great. So there we go. That would probably be the funniest ending to this stupid story. You know, is this Ditman, the real Ditman? The real Ditman. I no longer wish to have my good name tarnished. I'm going public. He bought my account. He bought my account and he's going like a... He bought my account and then you know what he did?
She spit on him.
But big shout out to this guy who caught that guy. Now we know for sure he caught that guy coughing. We need that. We need that footage. Okay, so upload that to do a share and upload it to Drive, I guess, so we can edit it together. Well, guys, it's Monday. Not great. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. It's private. How I feel about Mondays is private. Okay. 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 Oh, but guys, I do have an announcement to make.
Oh my God.
If you can, please come to a live show. Wow, a live show. Whoa. A live show. Will anybody come or will nobody come? I guess we'll have to see. That's what I told the people who are expecting money from me, who own the venues. I said, we'll see. We'll see. There's one in Seattle and there's one in Austin, Texas. Links below. Go down there and click on those links. Like, boom. Love you guys. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm a guy named LeBron James. If you haven't been watching the show for a while, you are not going to know what the hell I am or what's going on. Long story short, I'm hard to animate. I have to do a thing with my mouth over. It's a whole ordeal. But more importantly, you're missing episodes of this show. I want to make this very clear, okay? Hold on, I'm going to walk away and come back. Okay, I just walked away and come back to clear my mind. To be very clear about this, that you are missing episodes of this show, and the only way to see them is to subscribe on Patreon. I do that too. I like saying Patreon like that. Subscribe on Patreon. So that's another thing I do. But for as little as $2 per month, which is completely just an inadmissible amount of money. I don't know what that means, but to me it makes sense. And you get all these episodes. You can ask questions. There's patron-only live streams, all this crap. Wait a second. Hold on. That's $2 a month? Okay. Something's wrong here. I'm just going to say that something's wrong there. But anyway, this is LeBron James. I'm a character who was on the show. It is no longer on the show anymore. So before we have a long talk about that, see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bert Kreischer is one of the biggest comedians alive today, but all the reasons why he is successful is what will likely drive him to an early grave. Bert's comedic persona is the overweight drunken jester with way too much confidence. Well, it's not much of a persona, that's who he really is. Bert's success has been highly scrutinized over the years. Many people say he lacks comedic talent, is a full-blown narcissist, and would be nothing if he wasn't friends with Joe Rogan. Others point out that he is a genuine, sweet family man who uplifts everyone around him. But both his haters and fans agree that Bert's current lifestyle is unsustainable, and he is in total denial of the obvious warning signs.
I say it to my friends. I mean it to my friends. I say it to my wife. I mean it to my wife. And I mean it to alcohol. Like, I love alcohol. I love marijuana. I love cigars. Right. You don't like whiskey. You don't love it. You know who loves it? Me. Right. Who drinks it at fucking 8 a.m. on a plane. Yes. To go disappear. I love whiskey.
Bert Kreischer's career started by accident due to a Rolling Stone article written about him in 1997. He was in his 6th year of college, where he regularly skipped classes, drank until the sun came up, slept through the days, and never planned for the future. He was known at his college as a party animal. Journalist Eric Hedgegaard from Rolling Stone wanted to do an article on Florida State, which recently got ranked as the top party school in the USA. As Eric was trying to find sources for his story, 5 different people told him to link up with Bert. Eric spent 1 week shadowing Bert's life as a college student and realized the article was not going to be about the school. It was about Bert. Bert Kreischer, the undergraduate, released on April 17th, 1997, and told his story of bar hopping, playing frisbee, failing classes, and not thinking about tomorrow. Just reading a few sentences from this thing made Bert into some kind of urban legend. Sometimes when he walked in, people stopped and stared like he was Pablo Picasso or some other famous hole. Occasionally, he whipped out his sunglasses and slapped them over his eyes. The shades made him look sort of raffish, like a Skid Row Tom Cruise, but he wore them only so he could avoid having to say hello to the people whose names he couldn't remember. Bert was essentially being celebrated as an unproductive, passionless degenerate, a persona he would maintain for his entire career. This article was a perfect excuse to try to get into the entertainment industry. Bert decides that stand-up comedy is the route he wanted to take, and a talent agent scouted him during one of his routines at Potbelly's on his college campus. They relocated him to New York City, where he would perform at the Boston Comedy Club regularly. From there, an agent for Overbrook Entertainment, Will Smith's production company, scouted Bert and wanted to sign him to a 6-figure development deal. Will loved Bert and took him under his wing.
And then he was the greatest thing that ever happened in my life. He took me out to Hollywood. He introduced me to all the networks. He taught me how to sell a show. He was the greatest. I saw his
Unfortunately, Bert's Hollywood career would be lackluster. He was able to land small acting and hosting roles, and Hurt Bert was the name of a 4-episode series on FX featuring him performing dangerous stunts. The one thing he did stay consistent with is stand-up, 5 or 6 days per week, working on his craft in front of small crowds for years. He wasn't alone doing this. Almost all of the popular comedians today were right there alongside Bert in those clubs, hoping for a chance to impress an agent that would make them a movie star. After Bert released his 2009 comedy special, Comfortably Dumb, he secured his own reality show on the Travel Channel called Bert the Conqueror, which was again a show about him doing dangerous stunts. But despite this show being the biggest thing going for him, his comedy buddies Joe Rogan and Bill Burr sat down with Bert to tell him some harsh truths. They sat me down and told me, "Your Travel Channel show sucks. You're funnier than that. You need to do specials. You need to do podcasts." Burr remembers the conversation vividly. He was down in the dumps, trying to figure out what the next move was, and Joe Rogan and I were just starting podcasting. Joe Rogan had a hunch that podcasting would be the next big thing for comedians to gain a fan base. They could break away from the old method of hoping for a corporate network to put you on a sitcom so you can sell tickets to your stand-up performances. And he was right. A phenomenon now dubbed the Joe Rogan effect, or the Brogan effect, is essentially that any comedian who is friends with or regularly featured on the Joe Rogan Experience would become wildly successful comedians / podcasters. Brennan Schaub, Brian Callen, Joey Diaz, Tom Segura, Ari Shaffir, Mark Normand are just a few of the many beneficiaries of the Brogan effect. Bert was a regular on Joe's podcast from the very beginning, and the JRE community treated him like their funny fat friend who has some of the most ridiculous stories.
I had a dream one time that me and Elvis walked into his hotel room and there were 4 dudes butt right? And
Like your dad.
No, he used to
shit his pants
in
all the
his
time in
30s,
his 30s.
all the time. He used to,
how long would you said the story began with you saying that he shit
his
his
pants
recently?
in a Banana Republic in Beverly Hills.
Bert took Joe's advice and started his own podcast called Bertcast in 2013 and regularly had his comedian friends on as guests. The first 99 episodes were audio only, with the first video podcast he ever posted being episode 100 alongside Tom Segura. From here, he started taking his YouTube channel more seriously.
Hey guys, it's Bert Kreischer. This is my YouTube page.
Bert turned into a full-blown YouTuber, vlogging his family, his weight loss journey, and any random life adventures. He uploaded podcasts along some of the most promising upcoming talent in comedy, and of course, clips of his own stand-up. Bert admits that his stand-up act was very hacky for many years. He liked to riff with the audience and live in the moment. However, he wanted to challenge himself to write something, practice it, and put out a cohesive special that would act as a legacy piece. That special, titled The Machine, would go on to change his life. At the very end of 2016, Bert posted The Machine story that went extremely viral on Facebook, earning over 12 million views in one weekend. To this day, it has 40 million views. The same video quickly gained 4 million views on YouTube and brought him over 100,000 subscribers. Something about an overweight dude with no shirt talking about being kidnapped by the Russian mafia was too good to not share with everyone you know. Bert's fame leveled up from The Machine. He began booking larger venues due to higher ticket sales, doing as many as 3 shows per night for months straight. At this point, he received nothing but praise from the internet and comedy world, but he made a critical mistake early on.
It's really hard to do a solo podcast just coming up with a couple subjects and ranting for an hour.
Yeah.
When I started my podcast, I was like, maybe I'll do it solo. He goes, do it solo. You don't need guests.
Yeah.
I was like, and
Bert
I did
said this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I did a couple solo. I go, Bill, they're not good. And he goes, they're not gonna be. He was like, let them be bad for like a year, and then they'll get better, and then they'll get really good, and then you won't even think about it, and then your writing on stage will be so strong. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna have guests.
This is a good insight into Bert's mentality. Instead of using his podcast as a tool to practice jokes and material to make his actual job as a comedian better, he decided he would rather just waste a couple hours chit-chatting with his buddies while the money flows in. But often, those conversations led to Bert being the butt of the joke, especially when he linked up with his best friend Tom Segura. Tom was exploding in fame due to his wildly successful Netflix special, Mostly Stories, which helped fans discover the Your Mom's House podcast. On one episode, Tom pulled up a picture of French actor Gerard Depardieu and jokingly said it looks like Bert. Then Tom's fan base started photoshopping Bert's face onto pictures of Gerard and spreading the hashtag BertIsFat.
Because it was all their best fans making hilarious fucking jokes. One guy took the name Bernd Chrysler and made his own fucking profile for it. By the way, I saw him in Hartford. He's obese.
Yeah.
He's obese.
Enormous.
And he just sat in the front row the whole time going, Bert's fat, Bert's fat. Next day his mom shows up. Hey buddy, your mom's morbidly obese. And the first word she says to me is, why are you so fat, Bert? And I'm like, oh my God, this is getting out of fucking control.
Someone even made a song dedicated to the meme. But the interesting part about this is that Bert did not think he was overweight, and it was Tom and his fans that tricked him into thinking he was fat.
Pull up a picture of me when you think I was fat, and I wasn't even that fucking fat. Now I look at it and I go, I was legit skinny. And now, when I look at it, and I go, I can't believe I got mind tricked into being fat. There's some of these ones.
Get mind tricked into being fat.
But these seem like harmless jokes compared to when Ari Shaffir genuinely disrespected Bert and put his life in danger. But before we talk about that, allow me to introduce you to Maggie. She's a mini schnauzer, and she's a part of the CC family. Would you feed your family low-quality food that lacks the nutrition they need? Didn't think so. So you shouldn't feed your dog like that either. Maggie is an old lady, and getting her a healthy meal is more important than ever. That's where today's sponsor, Sundays, comes in. Sundays is 100% human-grade food full of ingredients you'd likely eat yourself. Unlike most premium dog foods, it's not frozen, and there's no prep necessary. Just scoop it into their bowl and watch them enjoy. And let me tell you, Maggie absolutely devoured this bowl. Sundays is vet-founded and vet-run. Their goal is to make feeding your dog nutritious whole foods as simple as possible. You can now get 50% off your first order of Sundays. Go to sundaysfordogs.com/PatrickCC or use code PatrickCC at checkout. I know your dog is a part of your family, So treat him like family. Thanks, Sundays. One night, Bert invited his friend and fellow comedian Ari Shaffir over to his house to do a podcast. Ari shook Bert's 13 and 15-year-old daughter's hands, walked into the podcast room where they were going to share some drinks. Then Ari decided to secretly slip a capsule of MDMA, aka Molly, into Bert's drink without him knowing.
You don't think it's fucking crazy that you would do that?
I bet.
Did you even get the Molly tested? Like, where are you buying this Molly?
I've done it from my favorite Molly dealer. It's
And you
great
just
Molly.
spiked
It's
his
great.
drink?
Yeah.
High blood pressure, high cholesterol.
Emptied out 3 guys, you're all talking
I would
about
want
what
to
ifs.
kill you.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
fucking want to kill you.
He wanted to for about 10 minutes.
I was planning on having a couple drinks with you and then getting you out of my house, having dinner with my children, relaxing, getting on a plane, and going on tour. Instead, that's scrap.
Joe laughs off the situation. Tom thinks Ari is a psychopath, and Bert was genuinely distraught about all of this. Any normal person understands what Ari did was dangerous, but the comedy community had mixed feelings.
I don't trust him because he spiked Bert. He gave his friend Molly. That's not okay.
It's not okay.
But wait, that's hilarious though.
Already dosing Bert. You want to dive into this first?
I think that Bert likes any height that he can get. I think he's okay with it in the end.
My mistake was not getting his wife. That way, she got upset at me because she felt left out. I think that was the biggest issue. No, I don't know. I'm not going to dose him again. Unless the opportunity arises.
Say something.
No,
You
I'm not.
ever dose him again, it would be fucking hilarious.
Most people in Bert's situation would never talk to Ari again, especially after the blatant, unapologetic disrespect to his wife and family. But Bert made excuses for Ari's behavior.
I'm gonna give him Molly. We're gonna get high. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna hang out all night. He didn't really calculate it. Like he was like, I should have checked to see if his kids were in the other room. I should have checked to see.
He had to make dinner or something.
My wife was making dinner for both of us to have dinner with the girls because my girls loved Ari, and he's like, and he didn't check that I was flying that night. I was starting my tour that night. So there's a lot of things Ari didn't like check the boxes for.
This is even crazier considering Ari has disrespected Bert's daughter Georgia before this whole situation.
Ari had commented on Georgia's teeth. Georgia, her teeth are great now, but when she was younger, she didn't have any enamel on her teeth and they didn't look great. I posted a picture of me and her in Hawaii, and Ari was like, way to have ugly, no stupid fucking teeth.
Bert's actions, or lack of action, prove that he will allow others to take advantage of him and disrespect him. Or you could just say Bert is a sweet guy who is trying to give his friend the benefit of the doubt. Either way, Bert just kept seeing more success. He released his third comedy special, Secret Time, on Netflix when the Netflix comedy boom was at its peak. He started another podcast alongside Tom Segura called Two Bears, One Cave that became an instant hit, especially for moments like this.
You drinking Kool-Aid to start your day? Really?
It's so good.
You're drinking a 64-ounce. So much sugar. Good for that guy. He drinks a lot of water. It's Kool-Aid.
His laugh is almost identical to nails on a chalkboard. Bert's high-pitched hyena laugh is divisive amongst fans. Many have pointed out that his laugh is not just annoying, but borderline torturous. Others suspect that Bert's laugh is fake, and this theory would almost be proven true based on what Bert said to Joe Rogan.
My viral clips are me laughing at and people falling down. Mine are legit just me laughing. Just if I can laugh, it goes viral.
If Bert understands that the only way he goes viral is because of him obnoxiously laughing, then it's safe to assume that he might do it up a little bit. I mean, it was definitely working in his favor. In 2019, he was selling out 1,000 to 2,000 capacity theaters twice per week. As 2020 rolled around, he started selling 3,000 to 5,000 tickets per show. But then the pandemic hit, which was one of the best and worst things to happen to Bert's career. No comedy clubs were open, all tours were canceled, but more people were spending time inside, which meant they had more time to consume long-form content. Bert and the entire comedy podcast community saw massive spikes in their viewership, and they were all working together to try and entertain this new audience. They set up these terrible Zoom comedy shows that were destined for failure, but one ended in disaster for Bert.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next comedian is one of my comedic heroes. He is the reason I do stand-up. He is the reason I've been writing movies that have never been made, but I love his movies. I love everything about this guy. Without further ado, the guy that defined all our personalities, Adam Sandler.
Considering Adam is Bert's idol, you would think he would try to have his best first impression possible. Sandler was initially thrown off by Bert's fanboy energy, but kept it smooth. Then it got worse.
We're gonna watch your movie, Precious Gems, soon.
Oh yeah. I don't know if they're gonna like.
Bro, I showed them Happy Madison.
And then
the movie's really good. You have Netflix?
Yes.
Check out Hey Big Boys, streaming right now. It's my new hour special.
Oh yeah, all right. I'll check it out. I'll check it out late tonight, buddy.
While claiming to be a huge fan, Bert drunkenly mispronounced two of Adam's movies, Uncut Gems, as Precious Gems, and combined Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison to Happy Madison. Then he shamelessly promoted his comedy special. It was pretty clear Sandler started getting fed up with him.
I had a question I wanted to ask. If you could go back to one movie that was the funnest to shoot, doesn't matter what movie, just go back and have that be your set every day for the rest of your life, your Groundhog's Day, like we're all living. What movie was the funnest to shoot that you would shoot every single day for the rest of your life? Go
I
ahead.
have no answer for that. I got no idea. I never thought about that, and I never will. And I hated that question. What else?
The crazy part is, Bert thought he impressed Adam.
And Theo, I thought it went well. I was like, nailed it.
That's alcoholism.
Left Whitney's going, Ka-ching, you need the closer, bring in the closer. Adam Sandler's probably going, who the is this Bert Kreischer guy? Sign him to a deal. Covert, get Kreischer on the line. This guy's hot. We need him.
Since Bert claims to love Sandler so much, he probably just assumed Adam would respect and love him back since they were on the same Zoom comedy show. But while trying to get Sandler's approval, he just embarrassed himself badly. Bert's inability to read the room or understand that he can't always be the main character would be a reoccurring issue in the future. He became the laughingstock of the comedy community, but it did not slow him down for 1 second. He put together the Hot Summer Nights comedy tour, which allowed fans to see him live just like they would a drive-in movie, with the show projected on a massive film screen and the audio playing through their car stereos. These performances are awkward since the comedian can't really hear the laughter, but a lot of comedians used Bert's format to save themselves from going bankrupt during the pandemic. He also secured another Netflix original, this time a reality TV show called The Cabin with Bert Kreischer. The show's premise is that Bert's life is moving 1,000 miles per hour and he needs isolation for healing and detoxing. He invites celebrity guests to a cabin in the woods to partake in various self-improvement activities that none of them really take seriously. There were plenty of hilarious moments, but every episode features a serious segment where Bert talks about his problems to his guests. This show could be perceived as Bert giving more visibility to various comedians. Others just look at it as a way for Bert to be the center of attention, projecting his problems onto other important people. The 2021/2022 Birdie Boy Tour was ranked number 4 in the top 10 highest grossing tours of the year, achieving a gross revenue of $23,581,000, selling 369,000 tickets over the course of 148 shows. On top of this, he was vlogging, doing the Two Bears One Cave podcast weekly, uploading his own Bertcast weekly, as well as featuring on any other comedian's pod who would have him. He turned his iconic Machine story into a full-blown feature film. It was a critical failure, but his fans loved it. The film secured $10 million at the box office, but the $20 million budget made this film kind of a flop. Regardless, Bert was one of the most successful comics in the world, but this lifestyle was destroying him. He always had been a heavier guy. Around 220 pounds was a comfortable weight for him. During his tour, he reached over 260 pounds, which he clearly was not happy with. His face was puffy, his skin was bright red, and he just looked uncomfortable. But Bert has always struggled understanding his health.
So when I did Secret Time, I didn't realize that it already happened until they did the billboard of it. And they did the billboard, and I go, that's not my stomach. My stomach's tight. And it was complete.
Bert then goes on to say that he thought producers photoshopped a different man's stomach onto his body. They didn't. He is also steadfast in convincing everyone he is actually in great shape.
And then it's like when you go like, I have legit the best shoulders.
I do. Hold on, I do. I have legit great shoulders. Like great fucking shoulders. I am fucking jacked. I am low-key jacked. You're low-key? Feel my arm. Just feel my arm. Just feel my arm.
Now everyone should feel comfortable in their own skin, but it seems like Bert says these things hoping for confirmation bias. He wants yes men around him. His friends are not trying to shame him. It's more likely they want him to hold himself accountable so that things don't get out of control, because his weight and high blood pressure could be a direct result of his excessive alcohol consumption.
Early morning beer buzz is like one of my favorite things in the world.
Don't understand that.
And they're like, hey, come on in and get a drink. And I was like, no. I was like, God damn it, man. If this was any other day, I'd be like, oh, yeah. And I just double Tito's on a big glass, no lime. Can I get a second one? I'm just going to murder this one real quick.
This guy, I mean, it's wild that he's alive.
Bert claims that he has this Mickey Mantle gene, which allows him to drink all night and work all day with no sleep.
Party all night, get up the next morning, and put in work, and perform like a champion on fumes. But I'm telling you, man, it's John Daly's got it.
Yeah.
Babe Ruth had it.
Right.
It's just those people.
I mean, that's it.
He compares his lifestyle to Mickey Mantle and Babe Ruth, two successful athletes that were also functioning alcoholics who died 30 years too soon. If there is a single clip on the internet that represents Bert, it's this one.
I will never quit drinking. Who's that guy? I will never quit drinking. I will always make sure that I can keep my body healthy enough so that I can always drink. At a brunch, someone goes, should we do mimosas? And then the waiter goes, actually, we have bottomless mimosas. And you're like, this is going to be the best day ever.
Sitting on the Joe Rogan podcast, drinking while his friends watch a video of him talking about how much he loves alcohol, while reciting the video under his breath. His overwhelming success combined with him lacking awareness was reaching a tipping point, and things were starting to get dark.
Best alone drinking you can ever do, in my opinion, and now we're getting into the weeds on it, is alone behind someone's back, like Christmas shopping. And your wife says, all right, let's all split up. And you go, cool. And it's like 11 o'clock on a Sunday, and they just opened that bar by the elevator in the Beverly Center, and you just sneak over and you go, hey, man, can I get a double Jack on the Rocks for odds? And they're like, sure. And you just have it, and you just go, let's just, and then you're off. And then you're like, yeah. And then you just, little sneak one, sneak it. I mean, I look at like men, I am so far from a man. I am so far from a man. You know, like there's some self-actualization.
What is happening today?
Like I'm so far from like a man who goes, yeah, everyone else first, then me. It's not how I think. I go me, and then, oh, there are other people here?
Talk to your therapist about any of this? Like, will you bring this up?
You know, no.
This is the stuff to talk about.
No, this isn't therapy stuff.
Yes, it is.
When you talk about men versus me?
It's clear as day that Bert is suffering. His friends would try to help him, but you cannot help someone who doesn't think they have a problem.
You think that you're an alcoholic?
No, I've run it through the ringer a few times. Dr. Drew's my litmus.
Oh yeah.
And I've talked to him about it. He's like, you're not an alcoholic, you just drink too much. He's like, alcoholism's different. Being powerless to alcohol is different than drinking a lot.
Yeah.
And I think same with like, I mean, a guy like Ron White, I think he was a big drinker. I don't think he was an alcoholic because he just quit.
One doctor told Bert he's not an alcoholic, and he uses that as his justification. He says he can quit drinking whenever he wants. He says he's not powerless to alcohol. He wants to be just healthy enough so that he can keep drinking. And to all of our surprises, he actually did quit.
I'm going sober for 23 days.
Oh, that's not 5 days.
Then after 3 weeks, he said this.
On keto, day 21, no booze, no sugar, no carbs. And I feel fantastic. Or the fact that I have no booze to cloud it, but I feel phenomenal.
More energy, thinking clearly, not feeling hungry, sleeping better. He says his blood pressure dropped to the point where he didn't have to take his medication anymore. Bert was shocked at how good his life could be. I'm down 40 pounds. I haven't had alcohol or sugar in 83 days. I've been primarily carnivore. That all ends today. Bert's celebration for his sobriety was by getting absolutely hammered on the Fully Loaded Cruise, which was a multi-day long private cruise/comedy show that he spent 1 year planning. Bert's goal for getting sober was to prove to himself that he wasn't dependent on it. Now today he is going on podcast after podcast talking about how transformed he is.
You don't realize how deep you are in like obesity and drinking and keeping, how deep you are in the hole, right? Until you get your head a little bit out of it, and then you start feeling better, and like little things are feeling a lot better for me. I'm not an alcoholic. People have asked me that so often, and I go, no. And they're like, really?
I think that you've told me directly that you think you have a problem.
No, I have a problem with everything, with food, with sex. Like I everything. I have a problem with everything. That's just my personality. There's two types of people. There's addicts and there's partiers. Partiers stop when the party's over.
Yeah.
And then addicts just never stop.
That's true.
And I was like, oh yeah, I stop when the party's over.
I love that every few months Bert gets healthier and it's a big thing, and then it's right back off the rails. This is a sad reality for many people watching. You likely have a friend or loved one who is struggling with some sort of addiction. You can see it, but they can't, or they ignore it. You just want the best for them, but if they don't want it for themselves, then there really isn't anything you can do. You can't force them or shame them. none of it will work. And if they continue to spiral, you'll still feel guilty. You'll think that you could have done more to help. Burt brags about his Mickey Mantle gene, but Mickey Mantle died at age 63. That would mean Burt has roughly 10 years left to live.
Zone Charlie locked down. Taking A.
Payback stings like a mother, huh?
Securing all zones. We're losing
The new
Charlie.
Caleb Maupin conspiracy theory just dropped, where he said like BreadTube is sending assassins after him or something.
And the synthetic left is toxic and dangerous. It's toxic and dangerous. It is extremely toxic and extremely dangerous. And there's a reason we have to stand up about this. The BreadTube book is coming out next week. It'll be.
Ah man, I already bought it. Dude. I can't wait, Caleb. Thank you so much for your book. Wait, why is he not in a suit? It's very fucking slimy to be wearing a t-shirt, Caleb. You should be in a suit, slouched down on the fucking floor as usual. This is not why I watch you, man.
Week, it'll be up online for sale. It's done. I've seen it. It's, I'm loading the files. It's done. So the BreadTube book is done. And this is why I started the stream by saying this isn't inside baseball. This isn't inside baseball, right? I mean, it sounds like a bunch of people we've never heard of arguing with people that we've never heard of, right? That's what it sounds like, right? But at the end of the day, this matters, right?
It sounds like a bunch of people you've never heard of arguing with people you've never heard of. That's exactly what it is. Literally, that's what it is, Caleb. It doesn't fucking matter. It only matters to you.
The fact that there are hundreds of thousands of people who are being cultivated to murder. Murder.
What? Being cultivated to murder. BreadTube is cultivating people to murder. Is this what he's gonna say in his book? I'm even more excited to read it now. I can't fucking wait, man.
And kill leftists.
BreadTube is a plot to get people to kill leftists. Excuse me?
It's a little bit dangerous, don't you think? Don't you think that's a little bit scary? Little scary, isn't it? The fact that Bosch is on there trying to incite people to kill us, right?
What in the holy fuck is this man talking about? What in the fucking name of Allah is this fucking man talking about?
The fact that ContraPoints has a whole video that says, oh, someone's a fascist if they use this hand sign or that hand sign. These people are very dangerous, okay?
If that's the argument, right? Isn't it kind of dangerous for this guy to call random people CIA operatives and that they are these synthetic left, fake leftists, they're really right-wingers who want everything good in the world to be dead? Isn't that the same thing? Isn't he also inciting that sort of violence? Or is it only when they do it? Obviously none of them are inciting violence. No one cares about this. The only people who this matters to are him and him. Caleb Maupin is totally delusional. He believes that there's some sort of fucking international conspiracy being directed against his person, that he's at risk of being assassinated for his incredible journalism against the empire at any time of day.
These people are very dangerous, okay? And I mean, I can keep repeating myself. I do repeat myself a lot, and some people find that to be very annoying. So I'm going to stop repeating myself on this point, because if I haven't gotten through to you yet, there's nothing more I can say. This stuff is very, very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. And I know people are in the chat and say,
honestly, this is next level delusion. I think this guy is dangerous. I think he genuinely believes the shit that he's spouting, and that's kind of dangerous.
Saying, oh, it's not dangerous. Look, I went to go support the students at the cafeteria. I went to New School to support them, and I was told that I had to leave because I was a fascist.
He's saying that people are going BreadTube kills people is his argument, and his proof of this is that he was asked to leave a cafeteria or a school or something once. You're not really convincing me here.
All right, that happened. That was in 2018, right? I've been out on the street, reporting, and I've had people I've never met before walk up to me and start shouting at me about, oh, I know who you are. You work with Dugan, and I heard about you. And I've had.
That literally never happened. Literally never fucking happened, man. There's maybe 20,000 people in the entire world who could even remember Caleb Maupin's face. Give me a fucking break, dude. Let alone people who know that he went to a conference with Dugan. Fucking weirdo.
Random people I've never met walk up to me and start screaming at me that I'm a closet white supremacist, okay? You know?
Look, my platform is significantly bigger than Caleb Maupin. And I've had like one person ever recognize me in public. It's just complete bullshit.
You know, the Left Forum didn't happen this year, all right? You know, I don't know if I would be welcome at the Left Forum. I don't know if it would be safe for me to go to the Left Forum at this point.
I mean, if you're not welcome there, that's not. If you're not welcome at an event, it's not the same fucking thing as as people inciting violence against you by pointing out things that you factually did, like went to a fucking NASBOL conference. Okay, I mean, dude, if no one's assassinating Dugan, no one's gonna assassinate you. You're no one compared to him. Like the level of paranoid delusion on display here is honestly worrying.
So many people who've decided that I am a white supremacist, and that's very scary to me. It's very scary, you know, and I worry about my wife's safety also. You know, I worry about my wife's safety. She gets weird messages from people. She gets harassed all the time. And, you know, she's not doing political stuff the way I am at all. I mean, she does her own thing. She fights for the rights of domestic workers. She's a nanny. She works with children, and these people have targeted her, right? These people are evil.
Any proof of any of these claims? Obviously not.
Okay, you know.
They're evil. One, Vorsh and apparently other breadtubers criticize Caleb Maupin. Two, Caleb Maupin has been, according to him at least, excluded from some leftist events and yelled at on the street for being associated with Dugan, who is a NASBOL. And that means that these people are evil, and apparently he's at risk of being assassinated. You have to be a really narcissist to believe this. Like the level of delusion here is very high. The levels of delusional self-importance is very high, honestly.
Ben Burgess, Vosh, you know, Skippy the Bear. These people are evil.
Skippy the Bear? Who the fuck is Skippy the Bear? He calls Sports Slime Skippy the Bear? What a fucking weirdo.
Don't think that they're not, you know, you want to say, oh, it's just a tit for tat. No, these are evil people.
This guy, his entire life is defined by his Twitter beefs. Man, I thought I have it extremely online. Caleb Maupin has it worse. Honestly, man. Log off. Delete your fucking Twitter. I should delete my Twitter, but he needs to delete it 20 times more than me.
These are vicious, evil people, okay? And I probably sound a little alarmist by saying that. These are vicious, evil people. Read about Indonesia, right? Indonesia, there was oh, God forbid, a tankie was the president, and the CIA overthrew the government, and they murdered 500,000 people.
What the fuck does that have to do with people on BreadTube who you don't like calling you a NASBOL because you factually went to a NASBOL conference and sat next to Dugan? What does that have to do with it? Are you maybe getting a bit ahead of yourself here with these comparisons? Are you maybe you may be being a little bit ridiculous here?
And there were so many dead bodies that the rivers in 1965 in Indonesia got clogged. And these people basically are for imperialism. They would have thought, oh, that guy's a tankie, that's okay.
Oh, well, I'm convinced. I'm fucking convinced, Caleb. Damn, man, these people really are just like the CIA doing a genocide in Indonesia. It's the same. They're the same. They make YouTube videos and like occasionally they make fun of you in them. Damn, man. I'm totally convinced that these are the exact same thing. Thank you so much, Caleb Maupin.
These are vicious, evil people. These are vicious, vicious, evil people. And, you know, anyway, moving on. Not important, right? Not what everyone came on here to hear. But look, I mean, these people are evil.
Don't move on. I want to hear more. Please, I love your brain.
I mean, again, I don't want to kill them, you know? Ben Burgess, I don't like him.
Why is he just announcing that he doesn't want to kill people on stream? That's an incredibly weird thing to say. I need to hear that again.
And these people are evil. I mean, just what? I mean, again, I don't want to kill them.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Who just randomly blurts out when like rattling off a list of your mortal enemies who you hate with all of your being? I don't want to kill them. That sounds like someone who might have a plan to do just that, and who is trying to like say that, you know, if something happens to them, it's not me. That's fucking weird as hell. That is bizarre. Honestly, Caleb Maupin was already really fucking weird, but this is straight off the fucking deep end shit here. I'm not even joking here anymore. This is sincere empanada for a second. Caleb Maupin, man, log off. Dude, log off. Log off. This isn't even about your personal beliefs in politics or anything anymore. Just log off, please, dude. Before you do something stupid, log the fuck off. Please. Come on, man. Log the fuck off. Okay, let's continue. I love him too much to stop.
You know, Ben Burgess, I don't like him. I don't want to kill him. And I'm not telling people he's a Nazi, right? Vosh, don't like him. He ain't a Nazi, though. I'm not trying to kill him.
Why is he trying to... He's listing all of them. Okay, guys, I definitely don't want to kill these people. He definitely doesn't want to kill these people. He doesn't want to kill him. He's assuring you he doesn't want to kill him. I don't know. Oh, man, this is... weird as fuck. This is bizarre. Like, it's honestly like a fucking Onion article. Like, man assures his mortal enemies that he does not want to kill them.
Right? These people are very, very, very dangerous. Okay? That's all I can say.
Is that it? Is that the end? So, I thought that he was gonna say that these people, like, he doesn't want to kill these people, but they want to kill him, so that makes him better than them, right? But he just announced, like, listed a bunch of names and said, I don't want to kill them, guys, I swear to God. And then ended on that. That makes it even weirder. What the hell?
That's all I can say, right? They're very, very dangerous. They are motivated by anti-communism, and they think that all Aaron Mate and me and Anya Parampil and Max Blumenthal and, blackagendareport.com, that we're all Nazis and worthy of death. And if
I would like you to substantiate that claim, Caleb Maupin. I mean, I think that every single one of those people is a cringe moron, but they're not Nazis, and I don't think they are worthy of death. I think they're worthy of mockery, as I do think Maupin is as well. And I guarantee you that all of the people who he's claiming want to kill him also believe that. And that is the extent of what they think about these people.
And if that doesn't bother you on some level,
if this thing that I just fucking made up completely doesn't bother you on some level, I'm worried for Caleb here. I'm honestly, this is like extreme sort of paranoid delusion sort of stuff. Like, Caleb, man, honestly, I'm not even talking about your beliefs here, dude. You're like, this isn't like about, like, people disliking you or even hating you or anything. It's about you having convinced yourself of this sort of sincere belief that, like, there's some sort of cartel of, like, YouTubers and streamers who are coming to get you. And it honestly sounds like you've convinced yourself of this binary where, like, they want to kill you. And it's got you into this stage where, like, you're trying to clarify that you don't want to kill them in a way that makes it sound like you kind of do. Who has ever, like, listed off names of, like, the people who, like, all of their, basically, all of the people who they consider to be their biggest enemies, and, like, said, I swear I don't want to kill him. I swear I don't want to kill him. I promise you I don't want to kill him. That's not a normal thing to do, Caleb. Honestly, dude, log off. Like, I needed to log off 2 years ago. You need to log off and, like, smash your fucking computer, man. Never look at Twitter ever again. Please. You're not in danger, man. No one wants to kill you. Like, come on. No one wants to kill you, man. Please. I swear, you're totally fine. Live your life. Work for Russia Today, Crusade against imperialism and identity politics and Malthusianism or whatever the fuck. No one cares anywhere near as much as you think they do. You're totally fine, bud. Keep making that Russian state money. You're all good. Just log off. Log off before the delusions that you've convinced yourself are real drive you to do something incredibly fucking stupid. Because the only person involved here who is like a risk of doing anything remotely close to what you say these people are at risk of doing to you is you. Okay? That's all. Anyway, I just want to note that I do not want to kill Vosh. I just want to clarify that. I do not want to kill Vosh. I do not want to kill Bay Area 415 and steal his identity as my own. I would never do that. Okay? I'm just clarifying. might have seen the channel. It's like called The Arts Project by Corey Jill Shuster, who is a Canadian. I think he's Jewish. I mean, he has to be Jewish. How else did he move to Israel? So he's a Canadian Jewish guy who voluntarily moved to Israel, and now he runs a YouTube channel where he goes around interviewing people. And it's easy to get fooled by him, if you might think that he's doing this out of a genuine desire to like see both sides. Like maybe he's not like a Zionist or anything. Maybe he moved to Israel when he was like a naive, idealistic kid. And, he's changed since then. Now he's trying to reveal like how racist and hateful and genocidal Israelis are while giving a voice to Palestinians or anything. But if you actually watch his videos and pay attention to them, you'll see he gets incredibly argumentative with the Palestinians who he interviews, to the point that his translator often has to stop him. He's like a kind of typical, I wouldn't even say liberal Zionist, but like a Zionist who thinks that like the outright genocidal Israelis go a bit too far, and who still is like very much an anti-Palestinianist racist. There was like a video on his channel, which I'm not going to be able to find now. There's no way. There's way too many videos. And I distinctly remember it from years ago. But it was a video where he has this one specific interview of like a Palestinian shopkeeper. I believe it was in Jerusalem, or I think it was Jerusalem. And the Palestinian shopkeeper was a citizen of Israel. And he was like talking to Corey, and it's supposedly like a neutral interview, right? Like he's giving them a voice. But the Palestinian shopkeeper like responds to a question that Corey asked him, and it was like, so like, why do you live here? Like, why don't you live somewhere else? And the shopkeeper's like, well, I'm not allowed to live in Jewish areas. And Corey like replies to him, oh, well, that's not true. There's no law against that. And he's like, no, it doesn't matter if there's not a law against it. Like, no Jew would ever rent me an apartment. No Jew would ever rent me a shop. And Corey continues arguing with this guy, like trying to deny the segregation, trying to deny apartheid. And his translator starts saying like, no, Corey, you know that what he's saying is true. You know that what he's saying is true. And then it cuts. It's going to be impossible to find this video because I don't even remember what the actual topic of that video was. And it was from years ago. But that's like emblematic of the way that his ideology sort of seeps through in his videos very often. And he left a comment on my recent video I'm going over Jewish exceptionalism in that Loner Box clip, which I screenshotted here, which makes his opinion very clear. Corey Gil Shuster, Arts Project, that's his official channel. What a load of BS. The Turks, Sudanese, Syrians, Chinese, Russians, Congolese, etc. do the same and much worse, and almost no one is speaking out. The Jews do the same thing, as there is an industry of media, protesters, and talking heads in a whipped-up fury. So apparently Corey's main problem with the Gaza genocide is not that it's happening, it's that it's talked about too much. It's that people talk about it way too much. And apparently others are doing the same thing or much worse, which, no, they're not. No, they're fucking not. Where else is someone massacring like this, proportionally this much civilians, this many children, this many clear non-combatants, women and the elderly? Nowhere. Like Chinese? Dude, how many people have even died in Xinjiang? Like maybe a dozen? Like, where are you getting this from? Then he responded to me after I told him to come on and debate me and just ignored it. Congo, 5.4 million killed. Ethiopia, 600,000 killed. Syria, 600,000 killed. Turkey, thousands of Kurds murdered and water cut off for millions. Guess who Israel supports there? Nagorno-Karabakh, thousands ethnically cleansed. Yet no videos from you on these. I mean, factually incorrect. I've made videos on those, but that's not that it matters. His entire argument is Israel should be allowed to do genocide and it shouldn't be talked about as much because the bad things also happen in other places, which those things are not the same as this at all. This is way, way worse, obviously, and I would be glad to talk to him live and explain to him with clear facts and evidence how that is the case. But the thing with Corey is that he's exclusively able to talk to Palestinians on the street who are living under occupation, under constant surveillance, under duress. The only people who he can debate is random people on the street who are totally unprepared, who he holds a position of power over given that he is an Israeli Jew and they are Palestinians living under occupation, and who are afraid to speak their mind for fear of summary execution at the hands of the Israeli security forces. Because while he does sometimes blur out the faces of the people who he talks to, that's obviously not enough. Obviously, the Israelis are going to be able to track down someone based on their voice, based on their location. Like, they have the most dystopic surveillance network in the entire world. Palestinians are the most surveilled people in the entire world. If the bumblefucks at the NYPD were able to find the healthcare CEO shooter, Israel can find any Palestinian they want, regardless of how much their voice is distorted, regardless of how much you blur their face, especially in the West Bank and in Israel proper. Like, he can exclusively debate people who are oppressed for his benefit. He's a Canadian who voluntarily chose to move to Israel to receive ethnic benefits on nothing but the basis of his ethnicity, Jewish. He chose to move to Israel, and he clearly knows all about what Israel really is. Nonetheless, he stays there, doesn't he? So it's obviously not surprising that he's like this. It's obviously not surprising that he would argue that, like, talking about Israeli genocide is wrong because other people also kill people. Like, even if all of those things were as bad or worse, that's the best you got. You can't even actually deal with the facts on the ground. You can't actually talk about what is actually happening. All that you can do is try to divert attention away from it. Is that all you got? Not to mention it's not actually true, but that's besides the point. So yeah, that is what this guy is. Don't be fooled by his videos where he like interviews genocidal Israelis and lets them speak freely. Don't be fooled that means that he is like pro-Palestine or anti-Zionist, because he's absolutely not. And I think that already should have been pretty evident if you actually watch the videos where he talks to Palestinians, because you have to consider, for one, he gets editorial control. He gets control over what gets included in the final cut. If he loses a debate, obviously he's probably not going to include it in the video. And besides that, even what he does include in the video makes it clear what he really believes, because he constantly argues with people. He constantly like tries to refute them. He constantly tries to paint them in a negative light. He asks them, leading questions to try and get them to say what he wants them to say, to make them look bad. So again, if that somehow wasn't already obvious to you, it should be obvious now from those comments.
Take a Bravo underway.
So the Gaza genocide has offered people who have previously been Zionists an opportunity to sort of rebrand and clean up their image and act like they have always been pro-Palestine, just because they happen to be on the right side of this one event that what they did previously helped to cause, helped to enable. Because it's so easy to say, oh, it's wrong to massacre children as Israel is doing. Less easy to do was to previously be against everything that led to this happening. And one of those people, one of these liberal Zionists who is now basically experiencing a massive resurgence and a whitewashing of their previous image thanks to the Gaza genocide, is Owen Jones. Owen Jones is a lifelong Zionist, very much so. Someone who has always supported the existence of Israel, who has always supported the two-state solution, who has always been far more concerned with the feelings of Zionist Jews than he ever has with the Palestinians who they massacre. Someone who has made a career of pretending to be pro-Palestine while consorting with the Israel lobby, while being against the most basic facets of the Palestinian solidarity movement like BDS, and while talking far more about the supposed left anti-Semitism problem and coddling the feelings of Zionist Jews who want to kill all Palestinians than he ever has been with the actual suffering that they cause to Palestinians. So here's an example from 2017 where Jones spoke at a Zionist lobby event, even after he was begged not to do so by dozens upon dozens, if not hundreds of people. And Jones then followed this up with a slew of articles where he defended his decision and took pride in it, like this one that you can see on the screen right now, where he outright says that he was very, very glad to have been on the opposite side of the people who were calling him out for speaking at a Zionist lobby event. In it, he makes very clear that he believes in a two-state solution where Israelis get a Jewish ethno-state on stolen Palestinian land, and says that he was standing in solidarity with genocidal Zionists because they feel increasingly alienated by the left. Oh, their poor genocidal feelings, right? And that is what Owen Jones was dedicated to all the way up until the Gaza genocide, proposing liberal Zionist solutions and using liberal Zionist talking points regarding Palestinians, and using that lip service as a cover for his main role, which was to police the speech of actual pro-Palestinian people and defend Zionist Jews, genocidal Zionist Jews, on the basis that their feelings were being hurt whenever they were being called out for being genocidal Zionists, basically either implying or directly accusing those who think that maybe we shouldn't cater to the feelings of genocidal people, of settler colonists, of ethno-nationalists. You know, maybe we don't actually want them on the left just because they're Jewish. Maybe they should be excluded from the left, just like we would of people with the same exact views of any other ethnicity, of being anti-Semitic. He has been this sort of liberal Zionist, anti-Palestinian smear agent for literally 10 years before the Gaza genocide. And only now is he starting to try to clean up his image and wipe this history away. We should not let him do it. So I actually DM'd Owen Jones before making this, and he insisted that he had actually always been for the one-state solution, not a two-state solution. And his evidence of this was a media appearance that he made in 2012, which he sent me a clip of, and I'll play that here.
The key point there is what she said, which was that the number of people who've now settled on the West Bank make the two-state solution practically impossible.
There are two possible solutions. One is to have a federal solution where you have equal rights for both Arabs and Jews. That seems to many people obviously far-fetched, but they did say that about South Africa back in the day. Otherwise, you have to dismantle the settlements, enforce international law. But what has to happen, because the point is Britain supports, as other Western countries do, they've supported and armed Israel to the teeth. They're not acting as honest brokers. They have to use their pressure to force Israel to give in and give justice to the Palestinian people.
Owen, thank you. I'm going to take a couple more points from the audience, then we'll move on.
Now, you might have noticed something rather important there, which is that in that clip, he doesn't actually express his personal support for the one-state solution. He's just outlining that there is a one-state solution and a two-state solution. Some people support one of them, some people support the other. He doesn't proclaim his own opinion either way. So his characterization of that clip as evidence of him being a one-state supporter forever is just a lie, as when he did actually talk about his own opinion on this much later, for example, in this article from 2017, he advocated for a two-state solution. It is only with the Gaza genocide that Owen Jones has finally started admitting the obvious that the two-state solution is a bullshit red herring, but only after he spent a decade coddling the feelings of genocidal Zionists by pretending otherwise. In my little discussion with him, he even framed the Palestinian right of return, the return of stolen Palestinian property and land, not as the return of rightful Palestinian property, but rather as mass Jewish expulsion. So, yeah. I would, of course, be glad to have him on my stream so that we could talk about this and he can be held accountable in a much more suitable environment than like a series of response videos or Instagram DMs or whatever. But I somehow seriously doubt that he is going to allow himself to be so directly scrutinized by someone to his left, pretty much ever. Let us see what Owen Jones actually thinks when he's not simply talking about a really obvious issue like the current Gaza genocide that he helped to cause. So in the article in question, Owen Jones lays out his proposed solution to the Israel-Palestine conflict, the best approach, in his view, of how to resolve it. And it's a doozy, okay? So his first proposal is the recognition that the Holocaust is the single biggest crime in human history by virtue of intent and means. What the fuck does that have to do with it? The second solution is to recognize that Jews in Nazi Germany were victims, and apparently to pretend that there was no Zionist collaboration with Nazi Germany at all, to listen to the lived experience of Jewish people when they talk about anti-Semitism, and to commit to building a Palestinian solidarity movement where British Jews are genuinely committed to the end of the occupation and settlements feel welcome. So the first 4 points of Owen Jones's solution to Palestinian genocide, to the ethnic cleansing of Palestine, to the settler colonialism of the Palestinian people, are all centered on Jewish people, are all centered on the ethnic group which Israel is for, and who can get massive benefits, massive material benefits in Israel at the expense of Palestinians solely for their ethnicity. The first 4 points of his solution to the problem are all just based around, like, the oppressors. Like, they're all based around coddling the feelings of, or, like, treating the ethnic group who is doing ethno-nationalist settler colonialism in Israel as if they're super special and they need to be centered way more than the actual victims of the settler colonization do. This is insane, honestly. Like, in his solution to the Palestinian question, he doesn't actually get to Palestinians until the 5th point. The first 4 points are all about, like, the special feelings of Zionists, basically. Because I know that he says Jews, but what he means is Jewish people who at most are against Netanyahu and who are against like the occupation of the West Bank, but who certainly support the existence of the state of Israel as a Jewish ethno-state. And by the way, point number 8 as well is also about Israeli Jews. So in his solution to Palestinian genocide, to the settler colonization of Palestinians, we have 8 points, 5 of which, including the first 4, are entirely centered around like the feelings of the people who oppress them or people who are of the same ethnic group abroad who support that oppression, who support the existence of the state of Israel as a Jewish ethno-state, who at most are against the Netanyahu government and for like a 2-state solution, not for the right of return, not for actual justice, not for the dismantling of the Zionist ideology, which has resulted in all of this. It is honestly insane. I've never read anything this disgusting, this disconnected from reality ever. And for him to have painted himself as pro-Palestinian back then, based on this, is so fucking absurd. But for him to whitewash this all away and never address it, for this just to be out there unaddressed without him repudiating it now, without him saying, sorry, I was wrong, is insane. He has always, always, always been about coddling the feelings of people who support the Israeli state, who support its settler colonization, who do not want to resolve the core problems of the Palestinian question, which are settler colonial dispossession, including within the borders of Israel, not simply in the West Bank, and the massively genocidal current in Israeli society, which includes the liberal Zionists who Owen Jones loved so much back then, and who I would wager he's still cushy with now. Here's the thing, okay? You should care as much about what Jewish people think about Israel and Palestine solely on the basis of their ethnicity as you would what a German in 1939, 1940, 1941 thought about Nazism, centering people of the ethnicity that an ethno-nationalist settler colonial ideology is for in discussions of said ethno-nationalist settler colonial ideology and its victims is an absurdity. Israel is a state that is for Jews, by Jews, at the expense of Palestinians. If people who are of the same ethnicity that state is for think or don't think that it's great or not, I don't care. If anything, that is something that is going to make you incredibly beyond biased. And the argument should be that your opinion should be ignored, not coddled, not put on a pedestal as Jones does constantly. To center the feelings of Jewish people in regards to Palestinian genocide, settler colonization, suffering, oppression is absolute insanity. But Jones has done that his entire career. Now let us move on to a further example of Owen Jones's Zionism. This is Owen Jones's 2020 book, which was about the Labour Party in the UK ostensibly, but about 3/4 of it is dedicated to whitewashing his role in the anti-Corbyn, anti-Semitism smear campaign. He just straight up recites Zionist propaganda wholesale. And this is the exact sort of thing that led to the situation of today where children are being mass murdered. So here is him doing the typical whitewashing of the foundation of Israel and framing it as some sort of noble socialist endeavor that merited support at the time and was only corrupted later on. Let's read. The approach of much of the left towards Israel in its early days was rather different from what it is now. The Soviet Union and with it the international official communist movement supported Israel's foundation in 1948 and initially provided it with military support. After the calamity of the Holocaust and the extermination of 2/3 of European Jewry, Zionism, long controversial among the Jewish diaspora, became a dominant idea among Jews. There appeared to be an incontestable need for a Jewish homeland, and the state's founders blended their Zionism with socialist rhetoric. The collective communities of the kibbutzim seem like incubators of a new socialist society. Those who were regarded as the torchbearers of the labor left, like Tony Benn and a bunch of other people who don't merit mentioning, were strong champions of the early Israeli state. Now, you might notice here that not at any point is there any analysis of what the foundation of Israel actually was, who founded it, what the character of this state was, what they did to get there, merely saying, well, the Soviet Union supported it. Well, these people from the British imperialist Labour Party also supported it. That's it. That's the argument that he makes. You know, the Soviet Union supporting the foundation of Israel, saying that as if like the Soviet Union would support things based on an ideological basis rather than foreign policy interests, not even conceiving of that as a potential reason for that. Like, no actual analysis of the supposedly socialist character of this state based on the facts, based on the material reality, purely just an appeal to, well, these people thought it was good, ergo it was good. Now, this is a typical whitewash used by liberal Zionists, where they try to frame Israel as a noble endeavor that just went bad later on. When obviously this is completely erasing the fact that Zionism is a movement of settler colonialism that existed 6, 7, 8 decades before the Holocaust that he links to its founding, which is obviously not the case. Zionism was a colonial movement described by its leaders, by its founders, as a colonial movement from the very beginning. And he mentions like this sort of socialism without mentioning the fact that in order to have this supposed socialism, which was nothing more than a couple of communes and welfare programs, it was all only for one ethnicity. It was only for Jews who moved there, who killed the people who were there, who expelled the people who were there, who took their land and excluded them from this supposedly utopic socialist society. And he leaves all of that out to frame what could best be described as national socialism, as in socialism, though it's not socialism even on that, even if we just analyze the economics of it. But ignoring that, even if we accept this idea that it was somehow like a anarchist commune, a socialist commune or something, it was only for one race. It was for one ethnicity, and everyone else was expelled, excluded from this. Owen Jones leaves that part out to frame it as some sort of noble socialist endeavor that only lost its way later on. Everything about what Zionism was, what it wanted to do, what it did do, is completely erased. And Zionists are framed as well-meaning people who simply lost their way later on. What changed? In the ensuing decades, national liberation struggles against Western colonial oppression, notably the French in Algeria and the US in Vietnam, ignited the imagination of much of the radical left. I mean, no, nothing changed. Nothing materially changed. It was all the same from the very beginning. Israel was a settler colonial endeavor from the very beginning. And he's going to explicitly argue later on here in this passage that it was not a colonial endeavor, which just wait for that one. He claims here that it was the 1967 Six-Day War which led to the Israeli annexation of Palestinian lands in the West Bank and Gaza. Only then did Israel come to resemble a colonial occupier. So we should ask the question here of this liberal Zionist narrative. What exactly did Israel do in 1948 then? What did the Zionists do even before that? That wasn't colonial occupation? To expel and murder almost 1 million people from their lands and take it for your own exclusive racial use as like invaders to the land, as people who had conspired for more than 50 years beforehand to do explicitly this eventually to the people who were there before you? How is that possible? How do you just leave that out? You need to completely erase the generic settler colonial expulsion and murder of the entire previous population to frame it as he is doing here. Israel was a noble socialist endeavor that only lost its way after 1967. And this is someone who has been given the opportunity to whitewash them, to whitewash their previous beliefs that are still no doubt held beliefs regarding Zionism, regarding Zionist colonialism, merely because he can say the obvious things about Netanyahu and the genocide in Gaza. It is this sort of narrative that enabled this to happen. This sort of whitewashing of Zionism and of Israel that enabled this to happen. To some, the Palestinians came to resemble the Algerians, a subjugated Arab people struggling against a European settler state. What the fuck else was it exactly? How was it not exactly that? With the right-wing Likud party in power, Israel jettisoned its original socialist principles. Does anyone else love socialist mass ethnic deportation, land theft, murder, and colonization? That's what socialism is to Owen Jones. There is somehow not a single mention of any of that in here. In this entire book, in fact, the only time that Jones mentions the 1948 expulsions is when he talks to a Palestinian once or twice just to put it in there so that he can't be accused of not having done so, and he quotes them mentioning it. He doesn't actually mention it in himself, in his own narrative, like this part. So he frames Israel as a noble socialist endeavor, erasing the Nakba, erasing the colonialism, erasing everything about it being a generic European settler colonial style enterprise, which was based around the replacement of the original population with settlers from elsewhere. He erases all of that to frame Israel as a noble socialist endeavor led astray only by Netanyahu's Likud party. So in this next segment here, he basically whitewashes what anti-Zionism is and should be, which is obviously for the entire land. People like him exclusively talk about the West Bank and Gaza in the terms of like colonialism and international law and being wrong. But ask him what he thinks about Palestinians returning to their land stolen from them by Israel in 1948 in so-called Israel itself. He'd be against that. Yet while the brutality of Israel's occupation of Palestinian lands is undeniable, the situation was and is fundamentally different from those progress of European settler colonialism. So I will spoil this for you, though I will read it after I spoil it for you. He's arguing that Jews can't do colonialism. That's it. It's a Jewish exceptionalist argument where it does not matter what the actual circumstances on the ground are. What matters is who is doing the colonialism. According to Owen Jones, a Zionist, what matters to brand something settler colonialism is not to look at it and not to say, okay, is this a project where one group is attempting to eliminate and expel the other group to take the land for themselves and literally settle and colonize it and form a new society on the ashes of the other? Because that is what settler colonialism is in a nutshell. And to analyze that, to decide whether something is settler colonial or not, you would simply look at it and ask that question. Is that what it is? Obviously, that is what Israel is. But what Owen Jones does is he appeals to the identity of the settler colonists to try and frame them as special and thus excluded from the label, a labeling of a material reality, of a circumstance that they impose upon others, purely on the basis that they are of a special magical ethnicity that should not be branded with such phrases. So he continues, in those horrors, Europeans arrived to plant flags to claim land on behalf of their own states, while Israel's founders were fleeing the flags of their own nations. That doesn't matter, for one. For two, it's simply not even true. It's simply not true. Israel's founders arrived before the Holocaust began. Israel's founders, many of them, had never even meaningfully experienced anti-Semitism. The idea that Israel was like a nation for refugees, which, to be clear, would not exclude it from being settler colonial and innately unjust in the first place, because it's a project of ethno-nationalist settler colonialism to get rid of the people who were there beforehand and completely replace them, steal their land. That's not okay just because you are a refugee. But the founders of Israel weren't refugees. The founders of Israel were ethno-nationalists, settler colonialist ideologues who wanted to get rid of what was there and create their own society only for themselves on a racial, ethnic basis. So this is simply wrong. Rhodesia was not founded by survivors of a genocide who had already suffered 2 millennia of persecution. Israel was both a state founded by victims of unimaginable horrors seeking a refuge and a state in which many saw the characteristics of old-style settler colonialism. It doesn't matter what it was founded by, but it was factually not founded by victims. Israel was factually founded as an ethno-nationalist project of European-style settler colonialism that had been planned for more than 60 to 70 years at the time of its founding. So this is just a lie. The founders of the Zionist movement literally described it as colonialism, positively so. They thought colonialism was cool and awesome and they wanted to get on it for themselves. And then he says here, anyone who doesn't desire security for the Jewish people of Israel is as dangerous as they are wrong-headed. If you do not desire security for people who have built their society on the ruins of one they destroyed, who have built their lives on the destruction of the lives of millions of others, on the continued imprisonment of millions of others, on the periodic terror bombing and massacre of millions of others, you are dangerous and wrong-headed. Owen Jones is a Zionist. How can you possibly write this in 2020 and not be a Zionist? You have to give me a fucking break. He still believes all of this, by the way. He has never announced it. Just because he's like, Netanyahu is bad and Israel is doing genocide does not mean that he still does not believe this. Like, Owen Jones is and always has been far more concerned with Zionist feelings than he ever has been about Palestinian suffering. He has always been all about coddling Zionists and scolding anti-Zionists, way more than he ever has been pro-Palestinian. And no one could ever write a line like that, which is, the people who do settler colonialism are like poor little babies who are at risk of persecution from people who are against them and what they do. It is absurdly insane. Like, framing Jewish Israelis as victims in any way, shape, or form, as like people who need security, who are not themselves literally depriving every single day the most basic necessities of life from others for their own benefit, from the Palestinian people, is insane. Many Jews who are politically hostile both to the occupation of the Palestinian territories and to Israel's depressing right-wing trajectory nonetheless retain a profoundly emotional connection with Israel, a state which is seen as a refuge, however imperfect, if once again the wind shift and the anti-Semites come back for more. So let's dissect this statement. It's nothing more than an appeal to a special ethnicity, than an appeal to like an imagined innate oppression that Palestinians need to suffer for.
No.
You will
Hello.
What up?
Chilling. What's up with you?
Oh, too much. Oh,
yeah.
Get ready for some cold COD.
Oh yeah, man.
Just I had to run downtown to get my hair cut today, and it actually went really well. The traffic, it took me, no shit, 15 minutes to get to Jefferson Park.
Oh, no shit. What? Shit.
Yeah, there was like nobody on the roads.
Beautiful.
But it was because it was so shitty out. It was kind of raining and icy and shit, but it was like no traffic. So,
luckily, because traffic in this weather is the worst kind of traffic. Remember, it took one time. It took me during a snowstorm. It took me like 3.5 hours to get to Joliet. My car. I hate that, dude. I'm never doing that. I will.
Yeah.
If I die and never do that ever again, that's happiness.
Yeah. I remember one time I was living in Ukrainian Village, not too far from UIC, as you know, and it was usually at max 15-minute drive, more like 10 probably, but I don't know, there was a huge snowstorm that hit just before I left work, and it was like that. It was like, dude, it took me like an hour and a half to get to Ukrainian Village. I couldn't freaking believe it. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, dude. I don't know if I'll ever I honestly don't know if I'll ever drive ever. I'll ever put into a car and push the gas pedal. I do not see the opportunity rising. I mean, unless I go out of town or something and gotta have to rent a car or something. But never in Chicago.
Yeah. Well, it's the beauty of the city. Yeah,
exactly.
No, I mean, they're really. I mean, you can, especially now that you'll have more options as time goes on, where you'll have self-driving. I know Elon Musk sucks and whatever, but electronic cars will pick you up and drive you there, so you don't even have to probably have actual driver to take you places.
I mean, that's all well and good, self-driving, but they should have I mean, the buses. They should have the buses fully electric, self-driving, and free. I think the world would be a better place. But that's not what Elon wants. He wants everyone to have their own little electric car to drive around because, public transportation's gross.
Yeah. I remember hearing someone proposed, I don't know where, when, or if it was just a utopian dream, but somebody was proposing the idea of having Chicago just have no cars in Chicago at all.
Dude.
And it just is all rideshare.
I 100%. You know, get cars out. Yeah.
Or,
you know, get cars the hell out of the city completely, and make public transportation free. Period.
Make it mandatory and free and tough. You elitist suburbanites who don't want to like sit next to other humans. Well, you can get your stupid rideshare car then.
You know, but we should make it so it is nice, though. I mean, public transportation is capable of being comfortable. I mean, and being able to like fit, not be crowded and shitty. If they put more money into it and put more into it, like it could be chill all the time. And then like, and if we actually did something to help people who are homeless, you know, provide them housing and health care and food, like then they wouldn't be on the subway. We can take care of that if ever that's what everyone worry about. You know, it
so
could be
true.
perfect.
So true.
We could live in a fucking utopia, but so we just decide not to.
Yeah. True.
Anyway, yes, I agree. I say ban cars from Chicago and make public transport free, like funded. Extra rich.
Yeah, if you just had like the roads become like moving machines.
That'd be great.
Transport
yeah, like
people,
at the airport, like they have like the moving sidewalks. Just make sidewalks
conveyor belts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Place all sidewalks for conveyor belts.
Constant movement.
Yes. There we go.
Trams and whatnot.
You can like walk to your job still, but it would like take a fraction of the time if you are on a conveyor belt moving faster. Be great.
And I'm envious of your pajamas there. I really feel overdressed.
Yeah, no, this is all you need for.
I want to relax with a cup of coffee on the couch, you know. Instead, I got like a flak jacket on and leather gloves.
I'm wearing sweatpants right now. I am spirit of this. On the middle. Almost, I think. Pretty close to getting a diamond sniper, so I'm gonna. All right. What else? You got any map preferences? Into?
No, nope. It can be anything.
I am ready for more maps. We need more maps. Remakes. I've played these. How's everything going? How's Rachel doing?
Pretty good. It was first day back.
Oh shit.
Long day, but you know, it wasn't bad. It didn't sound like.
Oof. Stay back. You know what? It's first day back is never as bad as first day of school. Craft experience that ever school.
Yeah, where you're just like it's just like, you know, you're meeting your teacher for the first time. Your classmates, you're all like everything's new everywhere you go.
Sure, and there's
new room, new faces.
Not prepared to cope with it.
Yeah, I always had like I always had kind of some social anxiety when I was younger, especially. Like,
I've still got it.
Massive.
I had it then.
Butterflies.
I had it then. I got it now.
The only time I got it in recent memory is like when I had to half knew just like a handful of those people.
Which people?
And so it was like always like Gwilla.
Oh, Gwilla, sure.
Western Library. Yeah, going to those conferences, that always made me go, oh shit. I hated it. I wish I could have got on some kind of meds just for those conferences because I'm not comfortable.
The correct medicine for that situation is alcohol.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was only available later in the day.
Right.
And then you had to kind of watch that you didn't drink too much.
You gotta get
too comfortable.
You get a nice little flask on. Fill that with some peppermint schnapps. smells like
I can look for another job. We're gonna.
No, it smells like mouthwash. You'll be fine.
Oh, right. There you go.
You don't gotta pound it. Just enough to get comfortable with the strangers. This is not something I do, I swear to God. But it's all actually starting to sound really good idea at the moment. I do not drink at work because I'm afraid I'm going to get super sleepy. No other reason. I don't care if I get fired. I just want to get sleepy.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, exactly. You'd just be like, oh, come on, get me out of here. You probably either walk off the job or fall asleep.
I'm not a fan of feeling sleepy. My bed is not around. Not into it. I'm far away from my bed. I'm juicing. See. Extra energy, coffee, whatever I gotta do.
Oh, shit.
Shit. Sniper, I'm using the AMR mod 4 is it's not fair, it's overpowered. Because not only does it like kill one-shot kill pretty much anyone on the bot. It's got a really fast air rate too. Get up fairly quickly. It's legit semi-auto.
Pretty far behind on snipers. I don't even think I've leveled one of them up yet.
I don't know what's going on. I mean, it's only actually been like the last week or so where I haven't really justify it. But I am grinding hard, dude. I'm flying through the. Dude, I'm on prestige. Almost ready to master prestige. I'm done. I've got diamond on ARs, on SMGs, and I'm about to get them done on snipers. I've almost got gold on one of my shotguns. Wasn't even planned. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna get this camo grind done. Ah, fuck. Sooner than I like. I haven't touched launchers yet, so I'm not really sure what those launchers are gonna be like. If I can avoid doing launchers, I will. If I can make up that number on new guns or something, you know?
Oops. Oh, I'm getting held hostage.
Oh shit.
Hell. Somebody killed him for me.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
Shit.
Bring mine going out. Taking a shot. Hope you enjoyed it while it lasted.
You're supposed to be the
Ah.
advantage. Now hold it. Archangel's up.
I dropped like a rock.
They never
Damn.
stand a chance.
Oh, I was at least third, and I just went.
Everyone. We earned that.
You went positive
Close
at least.
game.
I had another one of those games where I thought I was doing it good. There I am on the bottom.
This guy was killing me.
Oh, yeah.
This Jay Quick was. Here I am getting killed.
Jay Quick. You know, he might have killed us.
Jay Quick.
He might kill us, but his name will never be cool.
True. Very lame name.
Jay Quick. Like Jay Dick. Okay.
Hear about Aubrey Plaza's husband?
Aubrey Plaza's husband? Oh, what happened?
He killed himself.
Whoa!
A couple days ago. Yeah.
What?
He was, I guess, a director. He put her in a couple movies, and I don't think he'd made a lot of movies, but I think he was a screenwriter, director.
I mean, I'll be 100. I didn't even know she was married.
I'm not sure I did either, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But like, I was like, man, that's a sad way to start the year for her.
Oh God, that's horrible. Feel bad because she's super talented. You feel bad. I mean, I don't know anything about her, but still, damn. Life's tough, man.
Yeah.
Life is some serious shit. Emotions are a hell of a thing. Take you places.
Yeah, I think I saw it on Yahoo News or something the other day, and they I scrolled in. I read just a little bit, but it was kind of like stupid. They showed a picture of her at a basketball game with this comedian. I didn't really recognize him, but at first glance, it kind of looked like, oh, she was with some guy at a basketball game getting lovey-dovey because he had his arm around her and stuff. So I was like, it makes you kind of go, oh, yeah, it makes you think, oh, wait. But then they mention, if you read closely, that the guy was gay. So it's like, okay.
So what are they trying to do? Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, why did you, like, yeah.
Is that Yahoo?
Like, don't make, yeah.
Have eyes on.
Secure it, don't
You know, it's typical kind of
salacious
kind of move.
It's kind of scummy most of the time.
Captain the objective. Stay sharp.
Bravo is on.
Shite.
Losing speed.
Enemy flashbang.
Jesus.
Losing Bravo. We're losing Charlie.
Throwing frag.
Lost speed.
Heads out. Frag.
Locking down Charlie. Losing B. Taking A.
The objective.
Charlie secured. Losing Bravo. All objectives locked down. Hold those SOBs back. Bravo locked.
God damn it.
Enemy care package above. controlling Bravo. Multiple hostile UAVs.
Shit, they're in the little tube.
All locations locked down. Dig in and hold.
Oh man, they're all over. God damn it. On our spawn. On both spawns. Some dude. It's out of this game. I got killed in my spawn again.
We're losing Alpha. Hostile counter UAV established above. We lost Alpha. We're losing Charlie.
Capture the objective. Stay sharp. Grenade coming in.
I think I'm gonna have the best kill of the game right there.
Oh yeah, I saw you murder those guys sitting on B.
Yeah, what's a Fury kill? Is it just
Oh, I
like-
think that's 7?
I don't know if it's 7. Maybe it's just the length of time. I don't know. It was quick. It was a bunch of guys really quick.
Oh,
Five
okay,
guys.
so it might be just like in succession.
Enemy 12
Speed, yeah, very fast, yeah.
Hostile RCXD in your AO.
It was just luck though. I came up upon them and they all had their back to me. I love that.
Bravo locked.
I never finished that kill streak challenge I had. I got in here this morning.
Yeah.
And still.
Oh yeah.
Fucking sucks ass.
Oh shit. Yeah, some of them are just fucking impossible.
Well, I mean that like I usually would do be able to do one like that. I just could not. I couldn't find a kill streak to destroy to save my life, or at least to like finish the challenge. Bizarre.
Damn it, we've lost the lead.
I wasn't even getting like an RCXD. This guy's running around with the meat cleaver, the new melee. I haven't even touched melee weapons yet. I don't even have my knife leveled up.
Oh, the guy's in the middle of the fire pit, hiding in the ring. Yeah, I was like, where the hell is this guy? There he is. He's in the ring.
You sneaky bastard.
Oh, what? Oh no! There's we've got a sleeper agent.
Rat.
Sleeper agent.
I heard that. Yeah. Got a rat.
Got a rat. That's a way better way to put it. I'm gonna use that from now on if that's all right with you.
No, that's what the what's his name guy said. The narrator. Dude.
Oh, does he really? Oh, I haven't heard that.
I just heard him say it. That's how I knew. Yeah. Oh shit! It's a spring mine. Fuck.
Should way easier to say than sleeper agent.
Oh god, the guy's got in the goddamn ring again. What is that? See? Look at that. Oh, he's got a trophy inside. Of course he does.
Oh, what a scumbag! He thought of everything.
Yeah, he's.
Shit! Oh.
Bravo zone secure.
Ah man, I can't get near that thing.
Cover me. Taking the objective.
Oof. You guys are not messing around. They know the spawns.
Yeah.
Pushing them good. Mad respect. Hard to lose to these guys.
Bring mine deleted. Spring mine spotted. Say this once. Do not fuck with me.
Taking Bravo.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Yeah, I know. I got in the ring and got
got
killed,
Enemy
of
using
course.
sleeper agent.
Oh shit, dude.
Capturing. Keep an eye out.
Shit, oh shit. What was it?
We're losing all zone. Hostile RCXD in your AO.
Oh, he's upstairs.
I got him.
Let go, did ya?
Alright, good.
Oh shit, RCXD coming. Oh, he got me. Big times in this match. Am I gonna die too?
Losing B.
Trying to shoot with my sniper and just feeling typically every time.
Bravo lost.
They have a trophy out on B again.
Take it B.
They're camping the C spawn. Shit!
Oh, I almost got my trophy down on C. Killed their trophy. Oh, come on.
Trophy's down. They got it.
Securing Alpha.
Capping the executive. Stay sharp.
I'm mad sniping on C right now. Got triple.
Removed.
On B, I mean, did I say C?
Bravo is ours. Enemy RCXD detected.
I'm gonna nade this RCXD this time. Oh shit.
Take it out.
Down.
I'm on a tear at the moment.
New target. Concussion grenade sighted.
Bravo. Securing Alpha.
Archangel making noise.
We lost B.
Shit.
Zone A secure.
Aguinaldo calling in UAV.
Fine, C.
Losing A. Controlling Bravo.
Oh, yeah.
Where's he? Oh.
Lost A. Backup's not coming. You want to get out of this alive? Better step up.
Yeah. Thank you.
Securing B.
Shit, 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 shit.
Hostile RCXD in your AO. Taking Bravo underway. Requesting recon above. All operators to your nearest DCP.
They're a good team.
The fuckers had us in a box
Yeah,
from the start.
they were ripping it up. And you had a great game. Let's go. Let's see. Let's watch. Let's watch. Woo. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh my God, was that was a quad? No, that was a quad kill. Beautiful. Gorgeous. The most beautiful murdering I've ever seen.
That is fun when you come across that. Everyone's back to you like that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Nice. You got time for more?
Sure.
It's 2. Sniper rifle. 2 more. 2 kills without reloading. Double kill. Like double kill light.
Mm-hmm.
More of those. And the blue perks on my sniper rifle. Was one of the challenges was for a sniper was to get kills using a recon specialty perk, which is the blue one. So I've loaded that up, and it's actually pretty nice. I think that you get like a the side of your screen will light up if someone's aiming at you, the side of your sight. And nice. It's useful for the sniper setups. Actually, went over to the comic book shop over on Taylor Street today. The First Aid comics. You ever been over there?
No.
It's a little shop. It's right by the Racine, Taylor. It's right across the street from I Dream of Falafel, which I've been hitting up a few days. It's a cute little shop. Seems like it's been there for a while. And there's this new series put out by DC called the Absolute DC, and they have like Absolute Superman, Absolute Batman, and it's like a whole, it's like an alternate universe kind of thing. Like their story, like these character stories are. Like I think Bruce Wayne goes up 4 or something. There's a lot of yeah, it's kind of interesting, and it's like kind of socio-political kind of analysis. It seems like, so it's like this. It's kind of like a retelling. Start over. It seems interesting. So I picked up the first issues of Absolute Superman and Absolute Batman, and I picked up a gift certificate for Chris because he got me a gift card to Amazon Christmas.
Oh right.
And to do that, and I'm like, I hate getting gifts because it means I have to give them. But I picked him up at that shop, so hopefully.
Yeah, that's a good
a lot
idea.
of comics.
Contacts down.
Deploy napalm strike on my grid.
I just started reading Absolute Superman, and yeah, it's really interesting actually. Like the way it starts out on Krypton, of course, you know, the kind of but like there's like a class divide between like this, like the scientific elite and like the people who wear like the S's, basically like the Superman symbol, basically like the laboring class on Krypton. And that's basically all I know right now.
That go, did ya?
They kind of struggle in comparison to the upper class with symbols like this kind of like sun symbol.
Did you see the trailer for the latest Superman movie?
I did.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Looks interesting. I love that they got the super. Dude, this might be better than we. Did you like Guardians of the Galaxy? You see those movies?
I only saw the first one, and I did enjoy it. I thought it was funny and interesting.
I mean, it's James Gunn. So he's the same director doing this movie. And like he seems to like have a lot of fun with like kind of more obscure kind of realms of these different comic book universes, and then really can like really dig some gold out of it and like make it all its own. Like no one knew who Guardians of the Galaxy was. I mean, it's a Marvel IP. Like no one heard of it before. But they made it. He made that franchise. The comic book couldn't even make that franchise. He like.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, it's good stuff. So I'm excited to see him use like a bunch of some aspects of the comic that you never see be kind of
Yeah.
seems to be able to work that stuff really well. Excited.
Yeah, just incorporating the dog.
Yeah, dude.
Crypto or whatever. It's like, you know, that's fun, and
super fun.
It was kind of emotional. You know what I mean? It was like, wow.
It's gonna be good. I have a really good feeling. This might be the best super. I mean, I don't want to gripe it. I've been drinking, so I'm just the way I talk when I drink. But this could be best Superman since the Christopher Reeve Superman.
Yeah, I heard that DC is really trying to, you know, they're now DC Studios because they're really trying to compete now with Marvel, whereas I guess they really hadn't been doing. I don't know, they're just up in their game or whatever. From what I understand.
It's definitely the opportunity because Marvel's kind of on the decline. Everyone's kind of sick of Marvel. Their different shows have been kind of like lackluster. Getting into super cheesy CGI stuff that just feels really thrown together. So they're just kind of like in a bad spot, and getting James Gunn is really like a pivotal thing. And the fact that like DC's just kind of opening it up to new ideas and willing to have fun with it instead of like the brooding, like tortured superhero.
Yeah.
They just starting to have a little fun with it, and I think I think we're gonna see kind of like DC for the area where Marvel was like back in the early 2010s. Really didn't. I can't remember when, because you never really got into those Marvel movies, right? You didn't like see like any stuff.
No, it's just too much.
It is.
I can't follow movies generally speaking. Then you had like 50 characters in there.
I mean, honestly, if you were able to like keep up, they were really good. Like the characters were super likable, and it was just well done. But yeah, that whole aspect, like if there was one movie that you didn't see, like you'd be lost, and that's definitely the worst part about that MCU. So we'll see what they do with Marvel. I mean, so what they do with DC.
That's right, dickheads. Piss off.
They could have some fun with it.
Yeah, look promising for sure. Also, we watched a documentary that's out now too about Christopher Reeves. I know that's you're in for a little bit of obviously a depressing experience there, but yeah, he definitely got typecast and had a difficulty finding good roles, or that people aren't just like, I just want to see you as Superman, that's it. And I never saw Superman 3 or 4 to my knowledge.
Oh my God, really?
I saw the bits I caught on television looked pretty bad, I think.
Superman 3.
I think I read the Mad Magazine spoofs. Was that Richard Pryor?
Yeah, he was in Superman 3. You never saw Superman 3?
I probably did, but man,
it's all right.
Like I was young.
Yeah, that was.
No, not in the theater. I would have saw it on TV, I'm sure.
For sure. Yeah, I was. What year did that come?
I'm not positive, but maybe 82, something like that. I was surprised that Superman, the first one, came out in 78. I was like thinking it was more like 80, but then I remembered I was in band, and we played some of the Superman theme song in one of our.
Like in a performance.
Yeah. That. Kind of crazy.
Great theme song.
It was actually a couple years after that, but yeah, I think I was in junior high at that. Are we doing one more?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I jumped us into one more. You got time?
Yeah, that's cool.
Capture the objective.
Capture
Taking
underway.
Alpha. B.
Yeah, I need to check it out. I have a really hard time bringing myself to the movie theater. It's really a pain in the ass. And like, I live walking distance to a theater, so it's like, I have no good excuse, and it's really pathetic. I want to go see that Nosferatu. That might be fun to see in the theater.
Good things. Heard good things.
We're losing Alpha. Losing A.
Damn it. Whoever's... Good God. Be locked down. Sorry, I'm getting this. Oh, God damn it! Almost sniped that guy who was like laying on his belly there and B and...
Controlling Bravo.
They've got... Oh, sweet.
We're losing Alpha.
Oh, shit, oh, shit.
What the hell is your problem?
Get a trophy. He was on his belly. Killing it.
Confirmed.
Shit.
Main requested UAV.
Losing B. Securing C.
Assaulting through.
Losing Bravo.
Locking down the area. Watch my back.
Zone Charlie locked down. Taking all zones. Taking Bravo underway.
Taking the objective. Watch my 6.
Bravo is ours. Losing B.
Oh, shit. Nice fell.
Taking A. Taking C.
I'm on the objective.
Bring it in recon.
Zone A secure. Control Zone C.
Ground turret functionally destroyed.
Where? Oh, shit. How did that not kill her?
Taking B.
Shit.
Capture underway.
Behind you. Stairs.
Location secure. Maintain current posture.
To the side.
Taking C. Locked C.
Aiden out behind B.
TACOM requesting recon overhead.
He's in the window.
You have something to say?
I see it myself.
Outside the window.
Oh. Side window.
Losing Bravo.
Someone's got a shot.
Locking down Charlie. Controlling Bravo. Securing B.
Shit. Oh shit. Careful. What's going on here?
I just blew up a bunch of guys on Semtex there. Triple kill. Oh, I shouldn't have pressed.
Oh, I just got a triple on like all these guys who were inside of B just now. Side window, got him.
Yep.
Shit behind us. Oh goddamn, to the left. In the kitchen.
Losing B. Securing C.
Snuck up behind him. Shit. There's all.
We're losing Alpha.
Come on. Okay, enough to kill me. 2 of them.
Lost A.
Let's see. Efficiency for me. And surrounded, I feel like.
SATCOM, get me a UAV.
Shit. There's a flame shoddy.
We're losing all zones.
Ooh.
Sorry, I sniped that guy right in front of you.
No, that's alright. I didn't see him coming.
Objective capture underway.
Securing Alpha.
I'm taking this one.
Zone Alpha captured. All locations locked down. Dig in and hold them.
Making a comeback.
We lost B.
Hmm.
We're losing Charlie.
Where's that guy?
Controlling Bravo. We lost C.
Just that window. Oh my god. You threw a fucking spring mine at me like a frisbee.
Come on.
Bravo zone secure.
Sniper does not reload fast enough for me.
Securing Charlie.
Back door.
Losing A.
There an A. Oh, they got me.
Lost Alpha. Charlie secured.
Kane requesting UAV. Kane requesting CUAV.
Oh, die melee. Come on.
Securing zone A. Bravo lost.
Our orders. Capture the objective.
Oh.
Shit.
Oh,
That's good.
They're taking C.
Should I?
Drop them.
We might be making a comeback. Fighting for C.
We're losing Alpha.
yeah, it is close.
Super close.
Oh, man.
We're
Yes.
losing
Where are they? Oh, gotcha. Game quick, Scout.
Taking Bravo underway. We lost Charlie. Bravo is ours. Hostile scout pulsing your AO.
Adder requesting LBBR.
We're so close. We're about to tie it up. Let's go.
SATCOM, get me a UAV.
On the window. Got him. Got him.
Above.
In the door. Ooh.
Come on. Oh,
Get
three
you.
shots on the guy. And I
Sorry,
couldn't
I'm
do
with you.
it.
Oh, there's a guy at the window again. Back to the window.
Trophy system is live.
Gotcha.
Sam turret's up.
We're losing Alpha.
What? right.
Losing A.
Damn it. Overnight. Double kill on A. Let's go. You're gonna triple, you bitches. Yeah. I'll take it. Triple sniper kill is 3 days a week.
Lost A.
Yeah.
Taking A.
Bringing in recon. Kane requesting
Initiating
CUAV.
objective control.
We've locked down A.
Another corpse.
I sniped someone and the character was like, another corpse.
Mission goals are green.
I never stood a bloody chance.
I turn people into corpses.
Had a good game.
Hey,
Let's
boy,
go!
Stabby gets the best play. Get
Hell
on.
yeah. Oh, get
Oh,
stuck.
that one. I remember that one.
Hell yeah. Body's flying.
That was fun.
Having fun. All right,
Making
all
it look
right.
easy in your face. All right, so you got to run. I got my challenges done.
Right down. Yeah, I should crash out. That was smart.
All right, sounds good.
But what's today's only day, dude?
Ooh, Monday. Yeah, only Monday.
This life is brutal. Mondays are hell.
4 years since the January 6th of infamy, which is hard to believe because I remember you texting me. I think I was at home. Working from home, or maybe I did.
Were you at work? I was working from home. I was for sure working up. And I texted you.
I was at home for sure.
And I was like, I'm just watching the Capitol get siege.
Overrun by
yeah.
And and then I turned on the TV, and then it was really hard to turn the TV off.
Yeah, you were like,
For
oh
obvious
shit,
reasons.
because you were like, you thought maybe I was kind of, speaking hyperbole or something, but you're like, oh no, wait, they're actually they're actually Capitol, and it's like, not siege. What was the term? Whatever.
Insurrection.
The insurrection. Whatever. Anyway, God, it feels like yesterday.
Anyway. Yeah, right. It does.
It's really weird. Time is a flat circle.
Weird, man. All right. Well, I'll look for you tomorrow. And you let me know if you want to do DMZ or if you want to do research. Or
let's see if I have some time to do homework tomorrow before we go. Cool. But I'll let you know. And I am definitely like shooting the sniper. Oh wait, I'm already on gold. Just need to get double kills. But yeah, but either way, let me look into it. Especially if you do any extra homework tomorrow, even if I don't do homework, let's jump in anyway.
All right. Yeah. I mean, this guy outlined the 3 spawn areas of the pyro, and he showed how he killed them, quote, easily.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So it would be worth just giving it a try and just seeing what the lay of the land looks like.
Yeah, let's do it.
Even if we don't have, we're not going to ever know until we actually try to go in and mess around with.
Yeah, and I'll watch that video, and if we're gonna go for pyro, I will do some pyro research at the time.
All right, sounds good.
Awesome. Well, hey,
Yeah,
good games. You too. Talk to you soon.
All right, later.
And later. To you, Dream. Matt C. Yo, Matt C, talk to me. I want to converse, Matt C. Hit me up. Add me on if you're playing, man. Oh wait, STG 44. STG 44. Second. STG 44. What are you playing? Vanguard? Matt C, you gotta talk to me. I want to believe you're a human being, but I'm starting to think you might be AI. I want you to prove me wrong, and I want to feel dumb about it. I want you to make me feel stupid. Be like, bro, I am not AI. I'm a human being. Prove me wrong, because nothing makes me more depressed than the idea of fake AI friends. It honestly makes me want to like saw my face off. So Matt C, if you can just give me some talk to me a bit. STG 44. I'm fairly certain that's from Vanguard. In a very underrated Call of Duty game. See, every Call of Duty game is underrated, except for like BO2, bro, from fucking a million years ago. It feels like dog shit compared to the new games. Anyway, Matt C, where you at? And the STG 44, that's from Vanguard. I'm gonna look. Yeah, it wasn't Vanguard. Whoa! No. Wait, Modern Warfare, which STG 44? They had one in Modern Warfare 3? Matt C, you gotta talk to me, man. Is there an S? Yeah, so I remember the one from Vanguard. Was it an NW3? Okay. Wait, are you talking about the Tommy gun from X Defiant? Matt C, you're leaving me hanging here. You're breaking my heart, Matt C. Matt C. I need your input. If I don't get it, I'm gonna cry like the tears of the gods. Big ones, big tears. Splash. Human beings, connect with me, please. Floating nothingness. Just want to have a chit chat with a person. Don't give a fuck what we talk about at this point. Except for something stupid. I don't want to talk. There always sucks. It's getting worse every day. Talk about something interesting. Desperate for human connection. Let's go. Huh? I should go to bed. in the morning because life is dog shit. Love you. Talk to you.